Slockies on.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound too sexual on this one. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never did this before, but I always wanted to do this. So just mind me for my business. Yeah, this is 103 After Dark.
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
Check.
Panties, baby. Whoa.
Hell yeah. And welcome back to All the Marbles, everybody, where the stakes have never been higher. This week on the podcast, we've got Nathan Thomas.
Hello.
Casey Comic, mainstay at the Bird Comedy Theater. Check him out. We got Dustin Slentz.
Hi.
Casey Comic, mainstay anywhere that headliners can be found. And we got Cameron Davis. Casey Comic.
Black man.
The headliner.
How we do it.
Hell yeah.
What's up with it, man?
Anybody have anything that's been pressing on their mind to get out to the void / the internet / God / somebody's mom before we get into the main format of the show or anything?
Okay, there's a format coming? All right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was like, is that what we're here for, to do your podcast? To run your podcast for you?
Yeah. When I invited Dustin, I just said, hey, you want to hang out at my apartment for a couple hours this Sunday? And he was like, yeah, sure. And now he comes in and there's lights and cameras and other people and he's uncomfortable. So, which is what I wanted.
There's a lot going on in here.
I like the candle. You can smell it a lot.
That's what it's for. So the format for the show, we got the cards in the center of the table. They're color-coded. They have questions on them. We go in a counterclockwise circle, and a comic draws a card and asks it of anyone that they feel like asking the question of, and then we go ad nauseum at that. They're color-coded. Blue cards are controversial questions. Yellow cards are personal questions. Green cards are intellectual questions. Pink cards are romantic questions. And white cards are sad questions. A few people at home / comics on this show afterward want to get your own set, you can go to askhole.io and get yours in however long it takes for them to ship to you.
Is this your sponsor?
No. No, that's my...
I was looking at the screen smiling. Yep, that's what we do.
No, that's my end run around a lawsuit for using someone else's cards.
Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I would have got sued.
Right. Dustin, we'll start with you to kick things off. What emotion / feeling are you currently suppressing or ignoring?
Suppressing or ignoring?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not a big. On an average day, do you have any emotions that are like your favorites to, like, when you see them flare up, you're like, okay, we're gonna suppress that one or ignore that one just to let it hang out. We don't have
just let it flow. Anger, joy.
Oh, yeah. The big three. That's pretty fun.
And how would you know what emotions you're ignoring?
Yeah.
Like, I guess it's not. I guess
I'm not emotionally intelligent enough to know that.
That's what
I'm still pretty mad at Mom. But
if you had to rate your emotional intelligence on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you put yourself at?
7.
7? Okay. Hell yeah.
I think he lying.
You think he's lying?
Yeah, he looked like a 4.
He looks like a 4.
Heard the answer before.
4?
If you would have heard
That's
the answer
what Cameron
before.
says for the Yeah, he's a 7, but he doesn't know what emotions he may or may not be suppressing or
That's what
ignoring.
I'm
That's a
saying. He
good
just wanted
point.
to put extra numbers on there. 7 sounded good. You know, it's a lucky number.
Yeah.
I feel like I shake out pretty well on the bell curve as far as men and their emotional intelligence.
Yeah, the average is probably a 5, right? Yeah, the average is probably a 5 on that.
I mean,
That's a
I
good
guess
point.
since it is a bell curve, yeah, that would have to be the case.
Oh, sure.
But
Yeah, good point.
I don't think men fall mostly. I don't think.
Well, because when
5
they
is the middle.
self-identify, you have to meet the Dunning-Kruger curve of if you're the least intelligent, the least emotionally intelligent guys probably think they're pretty in tune, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm obviously a 9. No. Nate, I think it's your card if we
Okay,
don't.
yeah. So I will pull. So we'll go personal question.
Nice.
We'll go Cameron. Would you rather increase the amount of people that respect you or increase the amount they desire you? So reread that. Would you rather increase the amount that people respect you or increase the amount they desire you?
It's deep.
Yeah.
It's real deep. I would say Respect. Respect goes a long way. I would never, like, you know how many people can desire you? You know how many people you desire? You watch porn?
Oh, now who's a 4?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, man. It's I'd rather have respect because you know you can desire anything. You know what I'm saying? Anything can be desired and stuff like that. That to me that's a little weird. If you desire me, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm nothing. All you gonna do is get flakes and skin flakes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing but pilling all day. What are you desiring? So yeah, it's respect with me. Always. If you respect me, that go a long way, and I push respect.
Nice.
Alrighty.
I like that.
Does that mean it's me now?
Yeah.
What are the colors again?
Okay, so pink are romantic cards. The blue are controversial. Green are intellectual. Yellow are personal, and white are sad.
Sad?
Yeah. It's a comedian's podcast, not a comedy podcast.
Not
technically.
a whole lot of controversial ones here. So
Yeah,
I'll go ahead
there's a
and
replacement
get at
deck over here. There were a lot of
All
them
right.
pulled last episode.
All right, Taylor.
God.
Is bestiality wrong? Second question: are you a vegan?
I'm not a vegan, and I do think that bestiality is probably in all cases that it happens wrong. Yeah, bestiality is wrong. That's a pretty easy answer. I see the card's point of trying to square. Well, if it's wrong to fuck an animal against its will, why are you eating them against their will? To which I say, it tastes a whole lot better to eat an animal than fuck it. I say, okay, and
I mean, is it against their will? Like, have you ever seen like a deer?
I'm pretty sure if they
like,
had
have
a
you ever
choice.
seen, like have you ever seen like? Cause I be watching some bullshit on YouTube, like alligator. Like I be watching alligators eat zebras all goddamn day. Like you ever seen those videos?
Yeah.
You ever seen the zebra get caught?
yeah.
I don't think they be mad. They just be damn. You got me this
No,
time.
the question
right?
is it okay to fuck the zebra?
Oh, well,
If you're already gonna kill it,
that's a good point. You know what I'm saying?
You already-
I would love to answer that from a Tarzan perspective, but yeah.
we watched different Tarzans. Wait, I didn't see the live action remake. What happened in that? Wasn't there a WB live action Tarzan in like the 2010s or something?
It was. I didn't like it.
Okay.
I didn't like it. I'm a kid Tarzan type person. Like when Tarzan 2 came back, when they made him a kid,
Okay.
that was the best shit in the world to me. I was, they got a backstory. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
That's what
so
it
that was it. After that, that's like Lion King. Who liked the live action movie of that?
Yeah.
We preferred the singing part.
Right. Cameron, I think it's your card.
My turn.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's get it, Dustin. We on. Boom. Personal. All right, at a gut level, do you feel like the world is safe or unsafe?
At a gut level, do I think the world is safe or unsafe?
Yeah.
Unsafe.
What drives that gut feeling?
Oh God,
you
I
think?
don't want to start everything that's happening.
Welcome back to the Trauma Dump podcast.
Just everything that's happening.
I know. Yeah.
The brink of World War III, all that good stuff.
Coming soon to a
I mean, we're safe for now.
world near
The
you.
world as a whole, there's a lot of danger.
I was just about to ask you think we really safe from that?
Not well.
Like, you think we not gonna get bombed one day? Like, we just gonna wake up, oh shit, they done hit Wisconsin. Like, you think that ain't gonna happen?
You know, Lana Del Rey once said, "When the world was at war before, we just kept dancing." So.
How many of them still alive?
Jesus.
Did they make it to the end of the party?
Fair enough. I don't know. I didn't finish the song. I don't know.
Yeah, that's your sign.
I
right
assume
there.
she breaks down the numbers in the third minute.
I think government spends a bunch of money, so we never have to figure out the answer to that question.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Because I swear, man, we hear so much about war, but people here never really seen it. But we got TikTok now. So we see a bunch of people getting bombing and stuff like that. Granted, that shouldn't be on my algorithm because
Reddit.com/combat footage. I just really want to go down a dark hole.
That's the funniest shit in the world to me. I swear to God, like, do you not know how crazy that is to be just making a normal ass video and then if you look in the back, everything just turning to dance. That is fucking scandalous.
Were there like videos from like Ukraine during the bombings where like,
Yes.
but the videos, but it's not, they're not pointing the camera at the bombings. It's like still just like girls doing TikTok dances, but you just see buildings falling behind them. That's what I was,
the ones I seen is a whole bunch of people my age ready. They've been waiting on shit like this. Like they'd get in the tank and be like, "Oh, push that button," and then a whole section.
These
blow
graphics are crazy.
Yeah, man. You can see it's crazy. You can see both point of views. You can see retaliation and talligation. I don't even know if talligation is a word, but you get where I'm coming from.
All right. Nathan, you got a romantic question here from the deck. How easy is it for you to orgasm?
Shit.
Okay.
You can go to asshole.io and torture your friends in a week.
You know, I'd say
Scale 1 to 10.
so 1 being incredibly difficult,
Yeah.
10 being just like a one pump
Yeah,
jump.
you just
I probably am like a 4. Maybe I'm being generous, but yeah. So it's you know, I have the same problems as the modern man. So you know, a crazy brain, and I've been watching porn a long time. So yeah,
Problems of the modern man.
yeah.
That's a good bio. That's a good bio.
It's real.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. You can keep talking about your orgasm quality, length, and frequency until you feel like drawing a new
Yeah,
card.
no, I'll quickly move on to another card. Dustin, who in the room do you admire the most?
Who in the room do I admire the most?
Yeah.
What's your name? Admire the most. God, that should be in the romantic deck, dude. This is about to get.
Yeah, it's a strange game.
Well, I guess if you're gonna make me say it, I would have to go with you, Nathan. You did a one-man show at Fringe Festival. You good stand-up, good at sketch, or sorry, improv.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Notice on my comics, I can't look in the eyes while I compliment you.
Which is why we think that 7 was a lie.
I was self-aware of it. That's pretty smart.
Okay, all right. You know, that is.
And do remember that Dustin was processing the question in a romantic context for the when he was asked. He was like, "That should be a romantic question," and it's Nathan. You know, yeah.
I guess it's me, huh?
I don't come well, so.
All right, Nathan. Did your parents do a good job?
Shit.
So I think my
Scale of 1 to 10.
Scale of 1 to 10. See, I think that removes all the nuance.
Oh, okay. Well, then go back to what you were saying.
Okay. So I think my parents did a really good job at like giving me a lot of like the skills to be myself, and taught me like the value of hard work and a lot of things. I think they didn't know how to be there for me.
Okay.
And I think it's because like the world changed as they were growing up and they didn't understand how to deal with it. And then I'm this person who like was taking apart computers at like age 5.
Okay.
And like, you know, and then fell into the modern problems of man, and they didn't deal with that in any sort of a healthy way. So I would say, like on the whole, I think so.
So they
but
didn't like
there's,
the kind of porn you were into?
Yeah, they were like, you're too young to be interested in that.
I like how you frame it as they didn't like the kind of porn he was into. It's not so much that they were anti-porn. They're just like,
no,
really?
they were like,
That?
yeah.
Why are
It's
you
like,
gonna-"
this is what you're watching?
No, we wanted you to have some quality in your taste.
Get some culture. Watch some more lesbian stuff.
funny.
You know.
The iPhone just came out. You ain't even watching in HD. You still on VC.
That's why we invented the iPad. Okay.
It's
Bigger screen. Bigger screen. Okay. Cameron, I think it's your card.
Go. Boom. Nathan. Ah, this serious, man.
Sad
Who do
cards.
Who do you hate the most?
okay. I mean, we'll answer questions honestly.
Hell yeah.
No one gets my ire more than myself, which I think is like, I don't know, I'm not being self-deprecating in saying that. I really think like I give everyone in the world the benefit of the doubt. I'm a real like, I think kind and compassionate person, understanding, like meet people where they are. And then just am like, oh, you're the worst piece of shit ever, and just like punch, and like that's it's something I'm working on. It's because I'm aware, like intellectually, that it's a lie. Like I'm not the worst.
Interesting.
I'm not deserving of all that ire, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't like not how my brain works right now. So you're just trying to like fix it little bit by little bit.
Okay.
Fair enough. Just really not into the kind of porn you're into or something. What are your beefs? What are your main beefs with yourself? Or we could.
Well, I mean, so it's a whole ball
Fair
of
enough.
wax. I been versions of myself that I'm not proud of, and like dealing with like reconciling that, plus then like being the person that I am today.
Okay.
And like worried that like any time, because if you've ever done things that you have shame about,
Sure.
Regardless of what they are, like if you're presenting like a person that's moving forward and like dealing with that, you still did the things that you hold shame for. And sometimes our shame is about like it's reasonable, like you did bad things and you should feel bad about bad things sometimes. So I don't know, it's a weird like, am I being fake is the root of it. And then like
But where that healthy shame over having done the thing can turn into like a resentment of being the person capable of being the thing, which is a bit less rational of a beef to have with anyone, but it still persists once the
shout out Brene Brown.
Shout out Brene Brown. Apparently, that's
Well, that's the
Nice.
sense,
Hell
the
yeah.
baseline of what her arguments are.
Hell yeah. Co-sign everything that lady wrote. Okay.
Well, I mean, I
Cancel
didn't
me
say
about
that.
it later.
I didn't say that.
I don't.
Hold on.
Who is Brene Brown?
I don't know.
She's some lady, psychologist who wrote
Okay.
books about the benefits or lack of benefits of shame.
Gotcha.
And when some of my therapy has talked about those.
Nice.
That's what's up. I'm glad somebody was on the same page with me.
I didn't know who she was either. I'm just.
That's the emotional intelligence to have the comfort to ask.
Never do it. I was shit.
That's the Hey, Cameron, what do you owe? What do you still owe someone an apology for? More sad cards.
Oh man. Oh man, you want the saddest, like the?
Oh, it doesn't have to be.
biggest
Yeah,
one?
just
Gotta be
something that springs to mind.
something that I owe somebody. Owe an apology for.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's a real big apology. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But I hope whoever see this, it's just gonna be like this. You know what I'm saying? So hey, just let that be known.
Shout out. Comment below.
I could be lying right now. You know what I'm saying? I just want to state that. You know what I'm saying? But it was one time I was dealing with a female,
Okay.
and y'all ain't gonna believe me when I say this shit. I swear to God. I was dealing with her, and she wanted to be in a real relationship with me, but I just got out of something serious, so I didn't know how to maneuver it.
Tale
And
as
then
old as time.
when I got done with the situation I was done with her, she was trying to figure out where I was like disappearing to and stuff like that. I told her I was a superhero, and I swear to God, y'all laughing.
Fighting crime.
Yeah, I told her all that shit, and I think she knew I was bullshitting, but that's the only thing I had to say. And
You were just like, the streets need me. I can't be here for you.
I swear to God.
It was like, I'll tell you something so parallel to the actual truth.
Look, they used to call me They used to call me Batman back in the streets. You know what I'm saying? That was my cheating name. Like, when I get in the room, oh shit, they go to bat, get it bat. I come in, oh, I'm coming. Yeah,
Build
man,
a whole persona around it. That's...
Yeah, so if anything, I owe her an apology because she really liked me, and you know what I'm saying? It just, I was on bullshit at that time. You know, I was superhero.
You could have respected her enough not to tell her the craziest lie of all time.
But it's a pretty good lie. Like, I mean, it's a bad lie, but it's a pretty, like, if it was true, like, as far as, like, if this was a real thing, it's a pretty good one.
Yeah. But I don't even think I said it good enough. Because, you know, if you really had powers, like, how would you tell somebody that? Like,
Listen, I'm really into you, but I got bit by the spider the other day. And ever since then.
I've been climbing walls and shit. I just can't do it.
Did you at least like go out and like beat one homeless person up just to make it kind of true? No, okay.
No. I think it's honestly, when my powers kicked in one time, it was because of a homeless person. I tried to help a homeless man, give him some money, and I found out I had bullet immunity that day.
Oh damn.
Yep. Black shit. We get shot all the time. We just stay to tell the stories.
I thought you were gonna say that black shit was bullet immunity. I was like, wait, I don't know. Okay.
Oh no, that's one of my superpowers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, Taylor, are there any cases in which you would support forced, involuntary brain modification to change someone else's mind, urges, or behavior?
Any cases in which you support forced involuntary brain modification? Okay. I don't know. Probably not. I wouldn't actively support. I don't know. Like if we had like if there was like a proposition to enforce like lobotomies for pedophiles or something, I'd feel weird about like.
I was just gonna say this card was designed to weed out the pedophile sympathizers.
Exactly.
I was like, you better answer right, dude. You better bring up pedophiles.
I swear to God, I was looking at the TV smelling the whole time. Yeah, I did not approve of this.
It better come up.
Yeah. I think ultimately though I would be a little bit of like a cowardly cuck. Like I wouldn't vote one way or the other for it, and then I would just stay home and then hope that the proposition like succeeded. I would hope that other people voted yes on it, but I would just weirdly neurotically not want to be one of the people that said yeah, lobotomize people. But I'd be like, boy, I hope that everyone else decides to lobotomize those people.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it really like it comes to like, well, what is the brain modification? Is it what we have today?
Right.
Like which is like as best as just like a stab in the dark, or are we talking like in the future?
Yeah.
If we could really like parse like neural pathways and be like, hey, we're gonna basically like kill this person's ability to like possess sexual attraction.
Right.
Like
That'd be interesting.
does that like that changes it if we have that level of like precision?
Or even
but
if,
then again, forced, who decides what's what?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, pedophiles, I don't support them at all.
Yeah.
Brave stand.
But thank you.
Oh, wow.
Controversial.
Thank
Oh,
you.
hello. Thank you, Ani, our production manager, for running craft services in the face of.
Oh, that's what these weapons.
Yeah. 'Cause everyone always, the first time they're on the podcast and sees these come out, they always think that there's like some Squid Game stuff coming up at the end of the episode or
I thought we
something.
were gonna have to like poke each other. A little bit. Like, I thought that was gonna be some like
Yeah,
side
that's for
quest.
that's for the sounding segment of the podcast that happens. Happens every week. I think that we're to Dustin's
is it my
card
turn?
whenever you're. Yeah.
Cool.
What was this middle one?
Those are intellectual questions. For you.
Intellectual, yeah. All right. I'll read the question before I decide who to ask it to. All right, Cameron.
Ah, shit.
Do you consider the state of unconditionally loving everyone to be desirable or undesirable for you, given it were possible?
Unconditional love for everybody.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Even the pedophiles.
Yeah. Everybody.
Shit.
No matter who they are, you love them unconditionally. You pressing that button?
Honestly, I can't lie to you. I'm gonna love them.
Interesting.
Rapists, pedophiles, all of them. I got nothing but love for people.
A superpower complex and a god complex.
You know what I'm saying? One of a kind.
It's like Kanye. No.
It's, I never judge. That's what it is. I never judge nobody for anything that they've been through, because you never know what came to that point. You know
Yeah, that's what judges are for. You know?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They got a name for a reason. They a judge, and they gonna judge you. And I'm Cameron, and I gotta leave later. So I might judge the wrong person, and I got to see that person when I leave. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Ain't no point in doing none of that.
Interesting.
Ain't no point. And just mind your business.
I really enjoy judging people.
Really?
Especially like on the TV, but I have the emotional intelligence to know that I just do it because it makes me feel better about myself.
See, that's the way to do it.
You're a reality TV enjoyer at all for that? Really, you like the
My
intervention
girlfriend
shows and
watches
stuff?
a lot of reality TV,
Okay.
and so yeah, I mean, I watch. I'm playing video games on other TV, but I'm listening.
Nice.
I'm
Hell
listening,
yeah.
judging, and yelling shit out.
Reality TV makes a really good background thing to video games, in my experience. Those are a good mix.
What's your
Those are a
favorite
good
show
mix.
you heard so far?
Some are better than others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite reality show that you have to watch?
Real Housewives of New Jersey. Those
Okay.
bitches cannot shut up.
feel
It
it.
sucks. It's so crazy. Their volume, the constant volume of just like everything's screaming. It's insane.
Like every 2 seconds.
Yeah, even then they're just like talking. They're like, "How was your day?" It's just like, oh god.
You ever
You
seen
guys know how to
Baddies?
use both their diaphragms. Okay. Baddies? Mm-hmm. I haven't seen. What is that? What's the premise?
Reality.
Okay.
Yep, just a whole bunch of females. And yep, they just take them on the road and do female stuff. So whatever female stuff come with, that's what it come with. And to them, it come with a whole bunch of sex, fighting, pictures. And by the end of the episode, everybody cool. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like Jackass, but for girls.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
Well, because, because you never know who you gonna might pop up. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Fair
You
enough.
might
Yeah,
be on
yeah.
the episode. You never know. Like, for real,
Stay
you might
tuned.
just hop out your car and there's two bitches fighting on the side of your passenger door and you trying to break it up and now you done got a record deal. For no reason. They got you down for, hey, y'all need to stop. Now you on like 3 different songs. Y'all need to stop.
Worst ways to get a record deal, I hear. I've seen the list. No. Okay. Cam, I think we're on your card.
All right. Taylor, we got you, man. Oh, man, this is serious. In total,
Uh-oh.
have you given or received more oral sex?
I think it's pretty even. I think actually, it varies. Definitely variation by relation. I think that there have been relationships in which I've given less than I've received, and relationships in which I've received less. Blah 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 blah. But I think in total it comes pretty even. I'll just be safe and not look like I'm grandstanding, and I'll say I probably ultimately received more.
Okay.
You know, just to, yeah.
Which one you like better? You like giving or getting?
Depends on the relationship. You know, depends on the, you know.
What type of relationship is that?
Well, it depends on the
Okay.
depends on the skill of the individual partner / depends on the personal hygiene of the individual partner, etc.
Ah, I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that.
yeah,
I feel that. That's. I feel it. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm out here destroying throats. You gonna have to deal
That's
with
not
me.
very sustainable. You're eventually gonna run out of ladies at that rate if you're destroying them.
The ladies keep coming. The throats keep getting brand new.
Oh, that's
you
a
know
good
what I'm
point.
saying?
That's a good point. They grow back.
Yeah, always. You know what I'm saying? You just got to take like 2-week break, let the swelling go down for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to come back. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta wait for the
It's the giving head part that's my problem. I can't.
abrasions to turn to scar tissue.
And
and
that's the jokes you were talking about the night that I saw you.
well,
You were talking about
yeah,
your
it's the giving, it's
misgivings
the-
on the giving.
Yeah, it's the giving head problem for me. I can't. Oh man, nah, can't do it. I got. Man, it's what it. I can do it. It's just ain't. Like I said, man, you got a routine with me. You got up, down, twirl around, side to side. I'm in up out of there. By that time, that is 30 to 35 seconds. Once we hit 40 to 45 and up, I don't know what
What
I'm
are we doing?
I swear to God, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just down there just making noises, hoping it feels good. You know what I'm saying? but this particular time, like I said, she wanted to be extra freaky. You know what I'm saying? So when I picked my head up, she pushed it back down. I threw both my hands up like this to let her know that was my go away part. You feel me? Like, oh, hold on, wait a minute, I'm done. She was like, ooh, that's that new shit. That's that no hands, huh? So, you know, gagging. And she was like, ooh, you killing that, huh? Because obviously I was making some noises I ain't never made before. And then it came out clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is one of the big reasons why I don't give head, because when women give head, they feel like doing some extra freaky stuff after that is gonna turn the man on.
Gotcha.
So when I threw up on her, I guess she thought I was all the way into the sex thing. And like she looked down at the clear throw up and was like, ooh, daddy, you got me wet. And yeah, that's exactly what I said too. Ugh.
Did she realize immediately at that point? And then
No,
was
she
it
knew from jump.
Ah.
Yeah,
You threw up a little bit on her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
It
big
wasn't-
was her clit?
You know, I never got that deep, but it was kind of,
He talks about how he is out here destroying throats. He doesn't mention the part where it is revenge. It's
Right. I got fucked up one time. I ain't gonna lie.
Cameron, what percentage of your preferred age/gender demographic would you be down to have sex with after roughly an hour of flirting? So you've just met, so room of 100 people that are all like the age and gender that you would, all things being equal, have sex with, but you don't know them. You only get an hour of flirting with all of them. How many of them? What percentage would you be down, do you think?
Well,
Yeah, I
35
would.
seconds a pop, right? That's what he said he needed. He can get through them.
Up, down, side to side.
So you not ask me what age group I talk to.
Okay.
Not that, because the age group that also matter too.
Gotcha.
I got different tastes depending on how I'm feeling that day. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying it varies, yeah.
Yeah, I might wake up and want something
We'll just say today.
today.
Yeah.
Well, we on a podcast, and I do have a girlfriend, and baby, I do love you. So, like I said beforehand, these might all be lies.
Comment below.
So, well, what I'm saying
Comment
is,
below to correct the record.
What I'm saying is,
What he's saying is he is going to give you more head.
yeah, if this don't go right, most definitely. Most definitely.
In
I
my
might-
experience, if you can't figure out, you just go 99 bottles of beer.
When I come out with an
Never
OnlyFans, now when I come out with an OnlyFans, I tag you to that. You know where it came from. But I say, it just depends on like the age group. Like, mine would be my go-to. I ain't gonna lie to you. Do I get them? No. I don't get my age group that I want, because I want the 45 and up club.
Gotcha.
Am I that old? Hell no. They just do something for me. Everything I watched as a young kid, it was older woman. I'm trying to tell you, I don't know how y'all, like, have you ever had a fantasy for older women? Like real shit. Tell me one thing about an older woman sexual-wise that stick out to you that just make you go crazy.
Like confidence.
Confident?
Interesting.
Really, that don't got shit to do with sex, but okay.
No,
Oh,
I'm talking about
yes.
like
Confidence?
like like I'm talking about like in the moment, like the confidence in themselves.
Oh,
in
okay, I
that.
got you, I
Like,
got
yeah,
you, I
that's
got
what
you.
I was talking about.
I got you. But you,
Wait, what was the question?
older woman, what is something that would attract you real quick?
I would imagine they know what they want and don't waste a lot of time in the bedroom, would be my guess.
Deep. That's my number 2.
But I've never been with an older woman. So.
Oh man, you gotta try it out. I'm telling you, when you walk in that house and they got that little black leopard, it ain't real. It's all, it got like, you know, it's stuffed, but it's big as hell. It's about as big as me. If they got that set down on the side, you are about to get fucked. You ain't doing no fucking. She gonna fuck you. I need a woman to teach me some lessons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just want to get. It might sound fucked up. I just want to get taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be like, no, I don't want to
That's
do
part
this.
of the fantasy for you?
Yeah, like, I don't
Okay.
want to do this. Come on now. Like, I got to go home. You staying here, baby. Like, I want all that.
There's categories for that. Dustin, when you say you've never been with
Let
an
me
older
know.
woman, do you mean that like you've just never been with a woman who's like way older than you, or have you strictly been with people who are like your age or like very
I've
close?
been
What's
with-
the olderest than you?
When I was 20 and a chick was 30, that's the
Okay.
oldest.
Yeah.
But
That's
like
old
I've
as hell, man.
been with my girlfriend for 12 years, so
Gotcha.
yeah, and
That's
I've
deep.
never
So now
like,
she's 40.
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think I've ever hooked up with like a lady in her 40s or above.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
You should try it one time, man.
Well, it's a little late to try now.
Well, give it time, and eventually.
I also have a message from my girlfriend.
They'll
I'm
get
sorry,
over
babe, they made me do it.
Yeah, right here.
He didn't even know this was going to
I'm
be a
going
podcast.
down. He going down with me. That's what it is.
With. Okay, Nate, I think it's
My draw?
Oh, yeah. I think it's Nate's, actually.
All right.
I think, because I think
Yes.
I drew
What's the
last
question?
card.
What was the question?
What
you asked
percentage of
Cameron,
your
yeah.
preferred? Yeah.
We'll go with this controversial question. We'll go Dustin. What's the most controversial opinion you hold among your own social group?
Among my own social group?
Yes. Most dissonant.
Well, most of my friends really don't like my views on the war in Ukraine. But I don't want to open that box. I don't.
Comment below.
I think I have more than typical empathy for a large swath of Trump voters. You know,
Okay.
like especially like people in the Rust Belt and stuff. Like I don't just write them off as like all racist morons. Like it can't be 100% that. You know, like
Facts.
so.
Facts.
Sometimes when I try to show a little empathy, and people don't like it. And I'm like, well, he was the only one talking to these people, you know.
Right.
Like the Democrats kind of just walked away from them and quit addressing them, you know. And so of course they went to him, like, and yeah, yelling at them on Facebook doesn't change their mind, like.
Shockingly.
You know, like I used to say, we all knew that one chick that you could tell from Facebook she voted for Hillary, but made at least 3 of her uncles vote for Trump, and it's like that's a negative too, lady. you just did 2 for Trump. But yeah, I would say that's my most controversial amongst my own social group.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it's your card. Yeah.
Oh my card. All right. Ooh, new controversial part.
Whole new
Back
deck.
at you, Nathan.
All right.
Does no really always mean no?
Yes. Ooh.
I think that's straightforward to the point. You say anything else, boy, you want papers.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's so funny about that, Justin? What do you got to say about that?
I just like the way some of these questions are written. Like that clear pedophile trap earlier that I thought you weren't going to make it out of.
Took a lot of digging, but we made it. Okay, but yeah. Any other words on consent before Cameron draws
I
a
don't
card?
feel the need to elaborate.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
He's serious. Dustin, in what ways are you inhibited from experiencing love?
In what ways am I inhibited from experiencing love?
Mm-hmm. I hope I said the word right. I got a public school education.
You did.
So, yeah.
I'm gonna change my answer to a 6. I don't know. I feel like I feel all the love. I don't know. If I can.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. What would be an example? What would that one lady say? Brea Brown.
Words of affirmation, acts of service. No.
So I mean, it'd be like there are some people that can't say "I love you" to the people they care about.
Oh, okay.
Like, those are those kinds of things.
What's it? Expressing love.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I heard experiencing love.
Yeah,
expressing love. I'm sure I have some weaknesses there. You know what? Come back to me.
We'll go, yeah. Okay. In the meantime, Nathan, if you had to fuck a cow, would you rather it be dead or alive?
So I've seen this question.
Hey, first, I was about to say, I've seen this before.
classic.
Wait a minute.
He's like, I've faced this situation many times.
So, like, So it's we have to. We're living within the parameters.
Sure.
Of you had to fuck a cow.
Yeah.
So there's no getting out of that.
Yep, you can't.
In this scenario.
We've all agreed you're trapped. You're fucking the cow.
Cow's there. You gotta fuck it. The only question is, do I shoot it in the head first or not?
Yeah, and so like that's so
I think we're back to that zebra from earlier.
Yeah. So I can't imagine that having sex with a dead cow would be the more pleasurable of the two experiences.
That's real. That's real. Gotta hear the moans.
So I guess that is the answer that I have. The moons, the moon.
Exactly. You see it?
So you said alive.
It's like,
So alive was the answer.
I like Cameron's like, no, I want to see if I can win it over by the end.
Because it has to happen. It's happening.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, you turn that into a sport.
That's a reality TV show right there. You still need time, Dustin, about that expressing love question, or do you gotta
Pass.
Dustin's still emotionally constipated. We're gonna give him time.
Taylor.
Okay.
What is the best advice you've received, and why did you need it?
Don't go to Austin just yet. And I got that advice from Cameron Davis, actually, a very long time ago outside the KC Comedy Club. We were talking about other scenes. We were talking about Denver and Austin. And he was talking about being on the road and stuff. And I was like, oh, how far? And you were talking about, once you leave your home base, everything out there that happens for real. Okay, when you're just starting out, if you're just starting out, you want to lean into that building out, knowing who you are and what you talk about before you're going and making canon events happen. And I think that was something that I hadn't heard no one else had told me at that point, and I haven't heard it from many people since. I think maybe nobody else has told me that, and I think it really stuck with me. I think it's good advice.
Always got to keep it that way, man.
Hell yeah.
When you get out there, it's the whole different bag.
Dustin,
me?
I think it's it's your card.
Already?
Yeah, man.
We're ripping
Isn't it
through.
crazy how fast time goes when you're avoiding something?
All right, Taylor. What is the most interesting fact about you that few people know?
Oh God. Probably the pedophilia. No, it's not that interesting. That's just it's de rigueur at this point. Hello. No. I don't know. I fence, but more and more people are finding that out. So I don't know if that counts. Yeah, like saber fencing. Yeah, like with the not like the interesting, not the useful kind where you contribute to society by creating barriers around people's yards so that they can have dogs or anything. No, I mean the weird thing where you have the floppy swords and
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was just about to say what fencing you talking about, because you said a barrier. I didn't think. I was like, whoa, fence.
No, yeah, just
they really got a name for people who make fences.
Yeah, contractors, I think.
I didn't even think that shit was real.
Is that why you eat everything off skewers?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. These are, yeah. These are technically table fencing paddles.
You
is
did.
the-
You did.
yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
How long you
Yeah,
been fencing?
got the- what?
How long you been fencing?
Since I was 17.
How many times you die? You know you get stabbed. How many times you die?
Yeah, I haven't died yet. I haven't even had to be brought back yet. I've gotten my shoulder's gotten pretty bloody a couple times because I was with less responsible groups of friends, and we were all drinking and being like, oh, let's fence, and that can get to be a bit much. But yeah, no, it's a fun hobby.
So they
Everyone should get
real
into it.
swords?
No, you don't. I mean, you can fence with real swords. The idea it originally existed as a form of combat between warring nations, but no, the version that I engage in, you can still get messed up, but like the tips are blunted and there's not like a sharp edge on anything. But it's still pieces of floppy metal that gain momentum. So
That's what's up. I would have seen that and said instantly sword fight.
yeah.
They just trying to be fancy with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Yeah, it looks pretty. Yeah. It's pretty hard to convince anyone you're heterosexual after they've seen you doing that shit. Let me tell you. Okay, Cameron, I think it's your card.
What an interesting form of combat.
That's
All right. We will stay between these lines.
When we hit each other, we'll separate and reset.
Yeah.
3 objective judges.
Yeah. Someone will yell touche whenever we hit each other at the same time. That's very.
Is that where that comes from?
Yeah.
Two-touch.
Yeah. So touche. Yeah. In argument, it's like, oh, you both just made a good point.
Okay,
etc.
that's serious. All right. T, would you rather fuck your girlfriend who is inhabiting your mother's body
Oh God.
or your mother who's inhabiting your girlfriend's body? God damn, who wrote this?
Sick man.
You can follow her on Twitter at @ayellagirl and order her cards at
Look
asshole.io.
her up. I just got to see if the card matches the face. 'Cause if it don't,
I really want to try to like squeeze my way out of this question by being like, can I drug these people if they're okay with it? Because I feel like the right answer would be, okay, so it's your mom and your girlfriend's body, but then they willingly take a roofie first, so that you just, it's just, and then you go talk to your girlfriend who's trapped in your mom's body for now, and you say, hey, are you okay with me drugging your body that has my mom in it so that I can fuck your body that has my mom in it while it's passed out, so that we can switch you guys back out of this nightmare of a Freaky Friday that we've all stumbled into.
While you watch.
Also,
Right.
Can you make dinner? No.
honestly, it don't even sound that bad when you explain it like that.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
the question out.
That doesn't sound that bad.
No, it really don't. I swear to God. Like, because at that point, you're just fucking your girlfriend. No, because if you really think about it, because at that point,
Because at that point, you're just fucking your very quiet, motionless girlfriend,
Hey,
which is
yeah.
still uncomfortable.
I ain't gonna lie, he had me so. I was, oh, shit.
Comment
It didn't
below.
sound that bad, man. You explain the shit out of that. If you was selling shit like
Yeah.
that,
That's my bid for needing the least amount of therapy after that day.
oh man, you would definitely need therapy. I mean, nah, you really wouldn't. Just lie to yourself, man. Like, if you fucking your girl's
Based.
body and you know your mom brain is in there, just lie to yourself. Like,
Yeah, you can't see the brain. You're just like, oh
Exactly.
yeah, I just fucked my girlfriend
if
in
you
her
start
sleep that
talking-
one time. Yeah.
Just tell her to shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, yeah. What if they talk in their sleep, but it's but they're saying things only your mom would know?
Oh, that's
upsetting.
oh man.
Yeah.
But that go back to my fetish. I'm not gonna lie. That go back to my fetish. Old woman. If I'm hitting it from the front, I need you to take out the trash. You know I am.
Gotcha. Dustin, what were the conditions of your last breakup?
The conditions of my last breakup?
Yeah. We're traveling back in time, guys. This man's
Boy.
been in a 12-year relationship.
What's
Did you ever break up with your current lady for like a while, but then you get back together?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What was
we
going on
we
the
broke
last
up
time?
once.
Yeah.
But no, let's not do current relationship. We'll
Okay. Well, your last relationship.
go previous relationship.
So you're fucking this 30-year-old chick.
I would say never dig. Because if you dig, you will find.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I just
Went through a phone?
went through an email.
Ah.
Not even like
What year was it?
not even like
Millennial.
in the hunt for anything, you know.
Just looking for a Netflix
She was just
password.
no, she was just like she made my resume for me. She was just like very good at stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so I went into her email, like I just had her password and just went in to look for my resume, and I saw an email, and then I opened the chain and I was like, oh. And we had like broken up like several times, like 4 times over a span
As
of
you
like
do.
3 years. But like the timelines were not all during breakup. Some of these emails, and
Gotcha.
it's like
It's crazy, man.
and she dumped me all 4 times, the first 4 times. And so I was like, you've dumped me 4 times, and you're talking to other people.
Yeah.
I think it's time to just
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah.
That's crazy through the email. I never believe that. I never believe people really talk to other people through emails.
Oh,
unless it's
really?
business.
Well, I'm 38.
Yeah.
That's why I say, what
It was a
year
different
that?
time. It was a different time. All I use my email for now is 2-factor authentication, and I hate it. I hate that.
Really?
Yeah.
I just make new accounts.
I was around with
Based.
I had friends with pagers. Okay.
Oh my god.
80085. Okay. Nathan, I think it's yours. Yeah.
We'll do a personal question. Cameron, what are the signs that someone understands you uniquely?
In a unique way.
Yeah.
They go up, left, side to side. 35 seconds.
Hell yeah. 36
I'll
seconds.
say, I'll say, man, something simple. If you understand me, you know. Don't ask for my weed. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Don't ask for. I don't like sharing weed, nor
Okay.
do I like taking weed. Like if you ask me to smoke your blunt, I'm not gonna do that. But also have that same type of thing when it come to me,
Yeah.
so I don't gotta feel bad if I'm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you know that, man, we all the way good.
So your ideal like blunt circle, everyone's holding their own blunts.
Most definitely. Even if I
Okay.
gotta give it out my own pack,
Yeah.
I make sure everybody got their own, so I can stay to myself. Cause you never know where people lips be. You ever seen somebody? Right? Like, I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's a health
man.
concern.
Oh, most definitely.
Okay.
I seen some bumps.
Not a big public water fountains guy?
No, don't do that. I'm from the hood. That's
Okay,
all we had
gotcha.
at one point.
enough.
It's a public restrooms for me. I can't use those. I will hold in shit for 3 days before I use the public restroom. I would
I
shit
tell
on
you,
myself.
buddy, when you hit 38,
You don't have a choice.
Home Depot's only 5 minutes down the road. Rather blow up their toilet, honestly.
Quick Trip's like a second home at this point. You know?
Oh man.
No.
I'm gonna start going to Quick Trip and start taking pictures. If the bathroom fucked up, I'm gonna send you some pictures and be like, "Is this your stain?"
Yeah.
Cause I fucked up a bathroom one time, man.
Oh, remember that card about owing someone an apology?
Yeah.
It just reminded me one time I was taking a shit at a McDonald's and it only had one toilet. And it was like morning before work. And I heard a guy walk in with boots and like obviously like construction, like just
Oh, my
all loaded
goodness.
up. And he just looked and saw my feet and went, fuck! And then, like that guy had to go. He was like,
yeah.
surely the McDonald's shitter's open. So sorry to that guy. I hope he didn't shit his pants.
That didn't me, man. My ass exploded. Man, my shit was bad. I worked at I worked at Domino's
Okay.
for like a year and a half of my life. It was just one day I had a fucked up stomach. I don't know what I did. It's probably eating too much Domino's, but I was the only one in there. I went to the bathroom and my dog, like, I don't know if you ever like, you push out, we all men, so let's talk, in this circle. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We man. You
This is a
push
safe
out.
place.
You push out, sometimes you gotta no, my shit made a loud pop. And my shit was on the walls, the ceiling, like
Like a car that backfired.
Like I'm trying to fit like out all the way.
You can't see because you can't see what's happening back there.
Shot up.
Yeah.
And then what made it so bad that day is like after that happened, that's when I realized I need tissue, and it wasn't no tissue. And so I had to walk home, and I had to catch the bus. And at this time, the Domino's is on like 47th, and I live all the way out by this way.
Okay.
So my ass started itching 20 minutes into the 20 minutes into the walk. But moral of the story is, I know where to buy new asses at if that ever happens. Like that's the whole point I'm getting at. If you ever need a new ass and shit like that, I know where to get one.
Where at?
Most definitely. Prospect.
Okay.
Is this old ass man. He got wipes, but he said if it's a certain way you wipe, you feel like you got a new ass. Help me out.
There you go.
Help me out. You got that shit. Like, have you ever shit on yourself and had to walk? That shit walk.
Not too far.
Well, yeah, I've been there.
I'm not my dog. You know it. You know it.
I'm discovering that I've lived a very young, privileged life in this moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dustin, I think it's your card.
Your sphincters won't always be the friends you think they are. I'll tell you that.
Never trust a sneeze.
Or a popper.
Oh my man. I can't even trust force now.
All right. Cameron, you
Know
do
it.
something controversial.
Let's go.
What groups or communities are you most judged for being a member of?
What groups or communities?
that I'm most judged for.
Yeah.
Anime.
Anime fans.
Anime.
Yeah.
All the way, cause the way I live.
Yeah, I just started judging you. Just kidding.
Because you would never, I mean, with a person like me, you would never really know unless I really talk about it and stuff like that. So it's just like the way I live and what I do on a day-to-day basis. When you start realizing how big of a fan I am, and if you don't know, since we back on the podcast, I'm gonna repeat this now. I am an active Pokemon trainer for anybody who want that beef. I will fuck some shit up, and that's kids starting at 5 and up. I will come through.
For Pokemon battles, he
All
means.
that. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! We can take it all there. All that. But yeah, it's just anime. I get judged real quick for that, but you know, that's something that's everybody proclaimed to be coming out, they been liking and stuff like that. Man, I've been a fan. Been a fan.
Nice.
I'm talking about practicing all type of shit.
Before it was cool. Yeah.
I'm talking about, well, I could never really execute a backflip, but I tried. I knew I wasn't gonna be one of them little fancy ninjas, but I was gonna be something. I was gonna be out there. I might have died, but you know, I would have been out there.
I tried to do a backflip when I was a kid, and I was so glad nobody was watching because it was the most embarrassing thing ever. I just kind of like jumped, and I didn't understand how. I didn't like look up how to do it first. I just like went outside. I was like, I'm gonna figure this out. And the first time, I just like whipped my head back. I didn't like do anything with the rest of my body after I jumped. I just whipped my head back to be like, now we go back, and just like pulled something in my neck. Fell back on my feet, but then fell down and then hurt my neck again. And then I just went inside and pretended nothing had happened for the rest of the day, and my neck hurt.
Oh my God, that's serious.
Don't do backflips.
I've never in my life heard somebody get hurt and get hurt again after getting hurt, and that first hurt go away, and then
Yeah.
you fucked yourself up, man.
Yeah, and then I was most upset about the shame of it than anything. It's just...
Damn.
Cam, I think it's your card.
Boom.
Hell yeah.
All right, y'all. This is where this is public ed school. This public education about to come in. We coming to you now.
All right.
You can make a designer baby. Would you rather optimize it primarily for intelligence? Oh, never mind. That's that 2 weeks in college right there.
Hell yeah.
I said intelligence right. Or happiness or optimism.
Huh.
I can reread the question because I know I stopped a little bit. Would you like me to?
You can if you want to, but I got it. Yeah. So my like gut reaction is like prioritize for intelligence.
Okay.
Because then if enough people are smart, we'll actually solve the problems that are solvable. And then we have
Then the happiness will follow.
Yeah, exactly. Is one argument. But I could say like I would rather be happy and optimistic than smart.
Okay.
Though I think like that's like a privileged position to be able to like express it that way. But I think I would choose primarily for intelligence if I have the ability to modify genes.
Gotcha.
Making that baby.
That's what's up. I couldn't do that though, man. I'm intelligent.
You'd be going for happiness?
Because if they smart enough, they know they can kill themselves.
Mm.
You know how much problems that's solving? If you just, you know what I'm saying?
All the problems you have to deal with, at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the,
Yeah.
That shit just happens to everyone else at that point. You're cleared. You know, Dustin?
Huh? What's that?
Hey, Dustin. In what ways are you inhibited from expressing love?
Oh boy, we're going back to that. Man.
You can say you're still. You said let's circle back later. If you want to admit defeat on that card, I'll stop bringing it back up.
Yeah, I just thought we'd all forget.
Okay, Dustin. When you introspect away from society and your physical body, deep inside, do you feel a sense of gender?
Deep inside, do I feel a sense of gender?
Yeah.
I'm a fucking man, goddamn. Yeah, yeah, I know.
Okay.
I think so.
Gotcha.
I feel like I'm a man. I feel like privilege or not, I got put in the right body or whatever.
Score.
So I don't know.
Oh, congratulations. I think it's good. We breezed through that one.
Yeah, we sure did. We'll bring the mood down. Taylor.
Real comfortable with his gender. Still doesn't know about expressing love. I don't know.
What about your appearance would you like to change?
Oh God, I'm just waiting to be able to afford Elon Musk's hair guy, dude. Okay, listen, I just wanna. That's probably the biggest thing. Yeah, you get that. But I hate the app Snapchat because I'll get like Snapchat memories, and it's like, hey, remember this? And I'm like, yeah, I remember when I wanted to take selfies. That's a good time, you know. It's a good time. But yeah, that's probably my least favorite thing about breaking that mid-20s mark. You know, you start noticing it's like, oh yeah, my hair starts in the middle of my head now. That's fun. That's fun.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
My shit start to push back.
Age fucks with you, you know. Just it's weird. Dustin.
My turn.
Yes.
All right, Nathan. Regardless of your support or personal feelings, does your subconscious view trans-identifying people as closer to their birth or current gender?
Everybody get ready in the comment sections. Man, I should have pulled a blue card to ask Dustin.
So, again, I've heard this question. So I think it depends on the person. I think consciously, I definitely try to treat people the way they want to be treated.
Gotcha.
I think I don't think I'm always subconsciously initially reacting that way. But I think I do it occasionally. And what I mean by that is with their current gender,
Right.
so the way they want to be treated.
Yeah.
I think that's I say it's not every instance that my subconscious reacts, but I think it's getting to be more and more.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Neuroplasticity. It's a fun thing. It's a fun thing.
we'll keep the controversy alive and well. Dustin, what viewpoint is the most difficult for you to empathize with, since you have empathy?
Everything you just said. No, just kidding. What viewpoint is most difficult for me to empathize with? You know what? I'll go back to the Trump thing. People that actually think that guy cares.
Fair enough. Yeah,
I have a hard time getting into that headspace.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Valid.
I saw, the AI generated pictures that make the rounds on the internet. And it was a rescue worker and Donald Trump thigh deep in water, and the person, the rescue worker, all the none of the letters are coherent.
Okay, yeah.
It's all gibberish.
It's AI, yeah.
Very obviously AI. And then it was a screenshot of a Facebook post that it was they're trying to. This is what the media doesn't want you to see. They keep removing this post.
So it's
And
hurricane relief type.
Yeah, so it was that he
AI
was there.
faked?
He was
Okay,
there.
yeah,
He's in the midst helping people go. And then people
Just throwing paper
reposting
towel
that.
rolls at him.
It's just the internet.
My favorite AI stuff right now is the fake love stories between politicians. There's a really good Kamala and Trump one where they get married and have a baby and saves America. And we're all together now. And there's one with Trump and Biden where Trump's pregnant.
That's a good time. Cameron, I think it's your card.
Gotcha. T. Do you have any political or social opinions that you're afraid to express with your friends?
Afraid to express with my friends. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I need some friends. No, I I'm a big. I'll skip out on voting more times than I should. More times than I believe I should, and definitely more times than plenty of my friends believe I should. And so I'll get real quiet a lot around when people talk about like the time they voted for this person this time or that time, because there's a lot of times that I'm like, I don't want to just mention that I sat that one out right now in this room. I don't want to. I don't like that. That's a downer vibe. And so yeah, I think that's usually. Just the cowardice of non-action is not something that people like to trot out in front of the people that they like to think we're all looking up to each other, and it's like, well, if we're not, okay, you know. But yeah.
That's serious.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, Dustin, are there any viewpoints so offensive that they deserve to be shut down or suppressed? If so, which ones?
That's serious. That's really serious.
Yeah, the people that are trying to make it called minor attracted persons instead of pedophiles. I found you, pedophile trap. No, pedophiles are bad. I'll say it again. I don't care how many times I have to say it tonight.
He's brave.
I was wondering if you were gonna find it. I was like,
Nice try, asshole, or whatever your name is.
Now you've taken the easy way. Any other ones, Dustin?
So offensive they should be suppressed?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't know. I'm sure if I thought long enough I could think of like other ones, but I'm pretty big like First Amendment, and also like I like to know what people are thinking. I don't like I think
True.
when you shut it down and it gives more credence to their thought that they're being shut down, and then they like I don't think you want, especially like evil people, you don't want them getting like more insular and organized. You want them saying dumb shit on Twitter. I mean, so I can be like, oh, that guy's crazy. Yeah. You know, like they shouldn't be having meetings. Like I think censorship is bad.
Keep your friends close and your enemies on Twitter.
Yeah. That's
Nate, I think we're to you.
my pull.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go intellectual. Taylor, if you could, would you wirehead hook yourself up to a hypothetical machine that makes you totally and eternally happy and satisfied?
Nah, that's no, probably not. I don't like the experience machine thing at the best of times, and also if you're in a machine, I'm too much of a narcissist to do that. You know, I'm like, no, I'm not in front of anyone. Then nobody's paying attention to me if I'm over in this machine that just makes me happy. What the fuck is the good of being happy if I'm the most boring person that nobody ever sees? What? That's nah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of my happiness comes from doing what I want to do, and like a machine being like, "You're happy." I'm like, "No, I'm not." Fuck you, dude.
100%. Dustin, I think it's your card.
All right, Taylor.
Yes.
Do you ever enjoy the experience of emotional pain?
Yeah. Annoyingly enough.
If you're in front of enough people.
Yeah, definitely, probably. Yeah. I think that some of my most enjoyed, even like open mic sets and stuff have been like, if you're admitting something to a room that you feel shame over, and there's people in that room that think you should feel shame over, like, and it's gonna feel better if there's people in the room that like get on your side, but the people that aren't on your side are a part of why that kind of thing kind of works out and feels good, and also anybody who says they don't enjoy emotional pain has never watched BoJack Horseman or like any kind of sad movie that was very cathartic or whatever.
Facts.
Yeah.
I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Also, I was a very dramatic teenager, so like there's a lot of that in there. So. Yeah.
Dramatic, like how? You want to kill yourself?
No. Well,
That was adult onset.
17 years and up. No, just like dumb relationships. You know? I had a lot of relationships where we broke up multiple times throughout the relationship and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cameron, I think it's your card.
Y'all always sound better than me with that stuff, man. 'Cause I can have plenty of breaks up.
Yeah.
In my eyes, we still together. All right. We gonna go Dustin. Would you rather double the amount of emotional pain and pleasure you feel on a daily basis, or cut both in half.
Ooh.
Double it or cut both in half.
Yeah. Emotional pain and pleasure.
Oh God. I think I'm gonna double it. You know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Why? What tipped that scale for you?
I don't know. I like feeling things.
Fair enough.
Cutting it in half sounds pretty boring.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I like that.
Real life.
Alrighty.
Cutting my pleasure in half doesn't sound appealing at all.
I know, right? Yeah.
Even if it comes with cutting my pain in it. No.
Yeah. Cameron, what problems do you see in the relationships of those around you? So not your relationships, but like other people's. What do people fuck up about their relationships?
Not knowing how to let go. That's the biggest issue.
Say more.
From the same guy that just said, I still see us together in my eyes.
Because you gotta understand his key point. He said, "Not me."
Yeah.
Other people,
Okay, yeah,
I just gotta learn how to let go. I don't take my own advice. You know what I'm saying?
My ex
But-
needs to learn to dump her stupid boyfriend and come back to me. Okay, listen,
You know it. You know it. But you know, man, yeah, that's all it is people gotta learn to separate, let go. It don't even gotta be like even relationship wise. It can be anything. Just learning how to let go of something.
that's what
Man,
Mia
it'd
Khalifa
be-
said. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be. A lot of people hold on to stuff, man. That's how hoarders start. One of my favorite TV shows.
Shout out reality TV.
You know it. I seen a woman hold on to a rat for 4 years of her life, and she didn't know the house was dirty until 3. Amazing work.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So it's my.
Yeah, it's your poll.
We'll go controversial. Cameron.
Nice.
Thank you.
I picked you.
Oh, what do we got?
If you had to eliminate 1 million people from one ethnicity, which would it be?
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
If you had to eliminate.
Oh, shit. Without sounding racist?
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
On this one. I think you just gotta go with your gut.
All right, man. This is finna be crazy.
Let's go.
If I had to eliminate 1 million, I don't even think it's 1 million of them. That's the fucked up part.
Now I want to hear that. Jews? I don't think there is a million.
Honestly, it would be for me Latinos, not Mexicans, Latinos.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like they not real. They're not real. I don't like where they come from.
Doesn't believe in them.
No, where they come from? Because we got Mexico and we know Mexicans.
Latin. Yep.
Yep, where they come from?
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
That's a serious question?
Yeah, I'm dead ass. Where do they come from?
Latin America.
Yeah.
Latin. Where is that?
So we have North America, that is the
Canada.
United States, Canada, and Mexico, and then there is a stretch, and Mexico is sometimes considered or is considered in Latin America, but between Mexico and South America.
Oh, so that little
Latin
strip.
America. So yeah, that section of the world, and it's and then that
AKA
becomes
Central
the
America.
ethnic group. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Then
crazy.
that
You ever been to the
expands.
Boot of Missouri?
Have I? I don't recall if I've specifically been to the boot.
Do you believe people live there?
Well, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Have you ever personally met anybody from the Boot of Missouri?
No, I can't.
Then they don't exist. These people are made up until you see them.
You know, when he said Latinos, I thought he was going to be like, I don't think it's cool that they think it's cool to use the N-word. But instead he's like, I don't believe in them. I don't even think they're real. I don't even think they're real.
We faked Latin America. That's the yeah.
God, man, the internet gonna kick
Staged.
my ass when they see this shit.
Comment below if you're a real Latino, and
I love y'all, man.
Make your
all
voices
love,
heard.
all love.
all right, where are Dustin? I think we're to you.
I want to hear what other controversial things Cameron has to say. Is incest wrong? Should it be illegal?
Oh,
Oh man, yeah. Fuck. Most definitely. That's the fucking trifling. Like, how do you wake up and be like, oh shit, fuck my cousin? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But
You know, they say Latinos have lots of cousins.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that, when you start describing it, and then when he said the Latinos, I was thinking, damn, they is small. So who else can they fuck? You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, y'all don't know nobody from the boot of Missouri.
Where
Who
is
they
the boot?
fucking?
Where is the boot of Missouri? When we're saying the boot?
Southeast corner, is that what you're talking
Southeast
about?
corner?
A little
Yep.
hook.
So it's like
Okay.
right next to, if I was to give it a state, we'd say Tennessee.
Tennessee and Arkansas.
And, yep.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Two places where people should not be, especially niggas. And I know personal hand because I got pulled over without my permission. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I pulled myself over. I didn't have no brakes.
Gotcha. Oh yeah. We were talking about that
it's all
before the podcast went live. Yeah.
It's all fucked up. But man, that shit, man. Yeah, that's about it with me.
Nice. It's your card, I think.
On me.
Hell yeah. Oh, got more food coming in.
Oh, that's
What is this? What is
Look at
this,
this.
Ani? Just so that people know what matter is contained. Caramel apple crumble.
Oh, controversial. Oh man, this is crazy.
Okay.
This is a question just for you.
All right, lay it on
Fits
me.
you. Regardless of your conscious belief or action, do you feel in your gut that sex work in degrading?
Do I, in my gut, think that sex work is degrading?
Yes.
No, I do not.
Okay.
No. I think that people can be degraded in sex work, but I also think that there's a lot of sex workers that are trying to make the best of their life and are making a choice, and that choice has risk because there's a lot of people that use and abuse sex workers. Like
Shout out
for
to
sure.
everybody on OnlyFans. That's what he is saying. Keep pushing. One of them videos gonna go crazy one day. You're gonna end up on Pornhub.
But yeah, I don't think that it's like inherently degrading.
I have a different view on it. I think that's, man,
It's a killer.
like, people got parents. And, it ain't shit to just click on Facebook and you see your daughter and her titties out. Like, how would you feel with that? Like, you had a daughter and she had
But that's
like,
not inherent to sex work, right? You don't have to put your tits on Facebook.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But nowadays, the best way to get to work is people got to see it. They got to see what you're working with.
Yeah, there's lots of different kinds of sex work.
Yeah.
But Killer Mike says, I'm not a moral man, but I'm moral in my perverseness. That's why I support the sex workers unionizing their services.
Make it legal.
Ah, yeah. Prostitute should have been out here. Well, they low-key is legal. You just got to go to the right place.
Amsterdam. No. Okay.
Accessible is not legal.
Rules not legal. Yeah. That's shout out to the Pirate Bay.se. No. Okay. Dustin, have you ever had what you consider to be a spiritual experience? And if so, what was it like? What effects did it have on you?
Spiritual experience?
Spiritual experience. What
Yeah,
do you
I'd say
got?
the first time I did a eighth of mushrooms.
Okay.
The one time I've done acid, those felt pretty spiritual. Just feel like
What'd you go through?
Yeah. What was it like? What effects did it have on you?
it's like a great sense of connectivity, and like we're all one kind of thing, like love you feel
Gotcha.
that you feel on mushrooms. I remember at one point just staring at a door and be like, someone made that door and I love that guy or
That's
woman
cool.
or whoever made the door. I love that
Yeah.
person. And just, just shit like that. Just
It was Harrison Ford. Yeah.
That's deep.
That's cool.
That is real deep.
You prefer acid or mushrooms? You say you took.
I've never done acid again. I prefer mushrooms.
Oh, okay,
I've done mushrooms probably. Okay, well I did microdose last summer at a Shania Twain concert. That was pretty sick.
Nice.
That was very spiritual. When she said, "Let's go, girls," and the mushrooms were kicking in, dude. I'm telling you.
His internal sense of gender changed. He was like, "We are all going now." That's good. Nate, I think it's you, great.
Okay. We'll get a romance question. Taylor, if you had to choose one, would you rather double or halve your sex drive?
You just save so much time if you have it, right? You just get so much more done. You get so much more done. Although maybe you wouldn't, because like if theoretically enough of what you're doing is in the service of getting laid, like on some meta level, maybe if you had less sex drives, you would actually become less productive, because you'd care less about how successful you were, etc. So. But also, I'm pretty sure I have enough other selfish drivers for action that I'd ultimately come out in the end a more productive, more successful individual if I halved it. So probably have. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Dustin, I think we're to you.
My card.
Yes.
Cameron. If you tried, could you list the names of everyone you've had sex with? That is an evil card.
Damn, yeah, that is. It's set up. And the fucked up thing is...
Just say no, I passed on a question earlier.
I'm glad you said
Give me
that.
the out.
But nah, I go ahead and tell the truth. I can mess around and forget 2 of them. All the rest, I know.
Okay.
I know what I put down. You know what I'm saying? I'm short, man. So when I do my stuff, I like to feel big. And whenever whoever made me feel like I was bigger than what I really was, I remember that. Hell yeah. That's kudo points to her. I might come back. But,
Nice.
man,
Yeah.
what about y'all?
Hell no.
Is it? Humble brag. Okay, Cameron, I think it's your card.
All right. Stick with this one. Taylor.
Okay.
Have you ever dated someone who you felt was below your standards?
I think we established earlier that I'm a narcissist, so yeah, almost automatically, and yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I especially when I was in college, I had a really bad relationship with saying no to people, and so I ended up in relationships that
That's fucked up.
that I was like, yeah, I don't really, but the person's like, oh, you want to date? And I'm like,
Damn,
can't think of a really good reason why not. Okay, so we're gonna be dating now. Yeah,
fucked up.
So, yeah.
He fuck around went out with a me looking bitch.
Oh
Man.
Nathan, you have to marry someone in this room right now. Who is it?
Dustin.
That was quick.
Very quick.
I was more thinking of the table, but
Yeah.
but no, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you're clearly feeling no inhibitions about expressing love.
No, I mean, what's the? It's the
Hell yeah.
question. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
No, he's a good man. Like I've known him for years. I like him.
Yeah.
He's got pretty eyes. You know, yeah.
It's got S tier eye contact on that man.
They are my greatest feature.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about old ladies. They love my eyes.
I'm trying to figure it out, man.
It is hard to get out of gas stations sometimes.
You got to wear more sunglasses at gas stations.
Be that douche? Why are you wearing sunglasses inside? I'm just hiding my beautiful eyes from these horny old bitches.
Pretty good.
Taylor, what was your most disappointing sexual experience?
I think I've talked about this on the podcast before. Yeah, I had a girlfriend a long time ago who was really into the idea of other people being in defeat, and so we had a couple of sexual experiences where the idea was, oh, you're gonna be really into feet, and it's like, well, okay, we'll try this, and it's just, I found out that I'm not really that into feet, especially if I'm supposed to be, so.
Did it go in the mouth?
What? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why?
Did you throw up on it?
No, I didn't. It was in, out.
I'm trying to tell you.
The foot didn't quite make it to my throat, Dustin. But yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, that's the most active part of your body. You on your feet all
It's load
day,
bearing.
man.
Yeah.
You never know what boy. I can't even stand people that like the most nastiest thing in the world to me is like if somebody walk outside barefooted. Like you might as well throw the whole human in the trash. Like that's fucking trifling to me. Like You know what you ran outside and stepped on? I don't neither. But you know how long that pavement been on that ground? Like, so you don't know what the hell you could possibly. You fucked around, stepped on a dead body. They just, you know, it turned into cement. You just don't know. Stepping on the whole crime.
That's some construction crews that truly do not give a fuck if there's a corpse out and they're like, we got to repave this parking lot. We're not being paid to clear it of the bodies. We're just being paid to lay down new tar.
Hey, if it's 95 degrees, pour it.
Yeah.
Get that shit out. I ain't waiting.
That's what we're saying. Yep. Dustin, I think it's your card. Yeah.
Man, that girl need to be locked up. Put a key in your mouth.
All right, Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Which group is larger? People you trust? Or wait, people who you trust? Or people you... Wait, what? Can I not read? I just had an aneurysm. Which group is larger? People who trust you or people you trust?
I think probably people that... I think people that I trust, because I'm very trusting of strangers at a default, and I know that there's probably fewer strangers that trust me than strangers that I trust, even if we're gonna not even touch like people that I know and things. So yeah, I'm very trusting of like the strangers at a default. So probably people that I trust is a very much larger group. I'm on the... Yeah.
Don't go to jail.
Yeah, there are certain contexts in which that dial will shift for sure.
They wait with you. That sound like okay. CT at 8.
Fair enough. Cameron, I think we're on your card.
Yep. Going back to the love.
Hell yeah.
Dustin. What's one of the most adventurous things you have ever done in bed?
Expressed love.
Most adventurous thing I've ever done in bed.
When he changed the lip, he thought about some crazy shit that he can't tell us yet.
Just like, he's like, that one was pretty good, but do I have anything else?
No, it's just when you're in a relationship of 12 years, it's hard to like be like, this is what we're into. You know? She's not, she has not given consent for those things to be public.
Well, that's a pretty good sign of health for the relationship, though, that it's a pretty good curve upward. Like it's not like the most adventurous thing is the most recent, not like back there, you know?
Yeah, it ebbs and flows like anything else. You know?
Oh,
yeah. I wish I had like a crazy story, you know, like I had a threesome, never pulled one off, you know, I just don't.
Fair enough.
You ever asked?
Huh?
You ever asked?
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
How'd that go?
Well, it ruined the relationship.
Yep. Sound about right.
That's a good
I mean, how did you come about it? Was you trying to pick the girl, or did you advise her to pick it?
A former girlfriend, yeah, like her and her friend one time just like
That's the
got in my bed and started making out, and I was like, oh, that's gonna happen. And then like her friend's dad called, and like I guess she was grounded already, wasn't supposed to be out of the house, so she had to leave. And I was like, kept being like, so when's that gonna happen again? You know,
Gotcha.
because it never, you know, the pants were everybody's pants were coming off. It was all coming off, and then the phone rang, and bummer.
Oh, real?
Bummer.
And
Real
that's how
bummer.
that. So wait a minute. So the
I almost had a threesome.
So the kissing already started.
Yeah.
You just didn't make it to the kissing. And wait. So
No,
was
I
you
got
kissing?
in there. I got some
Phone
kisses.
rang.
Okay. That makes it good. Okay, then you good, man. That's
You gotta
half
kiss
a
me before my
threesome.
pants come off.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Gotta have standards. That's impressive, because I know a dude right now who never made it to none of that. He was just on the side waiting. He was just, I got it. Then they start doing their own thing. I don't think, like, dude, I kill
That's
myself.
a bummer.
I would kill myself.
That's
You know what? I'll change my answer.
rough.
I got a fucking answer.
Let's go.
That when I was 20 and she was 30. Well, there's a little more to that story. We were in Vegas, and for my mom's wedding that never happened.
Okay.
Because the man came to his senses the night prior and left.
I like the idea that he came to his senses. He came to consciousness. He woke up.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm not marrying that woman.
Wait,
So my mom and her friend were sharing a hotel room. My brother and I were sharing a hotel room. My brother was also hitting on this chick. I was winning.
Yep.
Mom went upstairs and went to bed. My brother went upstairs, and instead of being a gentleman, because he had keys to both rooms, instead of being a gentleman and going into the room with Mom in it, he went into our room and put the latch thing on. Which meant now there was 2 horny people in only one room that we had access to, and Mom was asleep in that room, and we did it anyways. My mom was pretty drunk, and I know that snore. I was like, it's fine. She is not waking up.
There's categories for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, we know that story didn't stay in Vegas after this.
I've talked about it on stage. It's okay. It's been out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dustin, would you support the use of realistic child sex dolls by pedophiles?
Why are there so many
There's
questions that
so
are
much
about
gender and pedophilia in this. This lady's obsessed. I don't know. It's so creepy, but I guess if it curbs the problem, like if
That is the big
like, is
question.
that
That's the question behind the question, I guess. Yeah.
Morally, it sounds so wrong, but like,
Yeah.
does that actually? I don't know. I guess if we had good evidence that would actually lead to higher levels of child safety and less acting out, then I guess, yeah. What was the question I answered about my most controversial?
Yeah, most controversial opinion among your peer group.
Yeah, I think I have a new one. Yeah, boy.
We found it. We found it.
All right, we'll go intellectual. All right, Cameron, you must pick a number right now and live that many years total in good physical health. You can't die before, and you can't extend after. How many years do you choose to live?
Starting now.
15.
Whoa!
I'll take good 15.
15 years in good health, and then you blink out.
If it's just straight good health,
Yeah.
I'll take 15.
Wow.
Just 15? 15 more, and you're good?
Yeah, I'll take 15.
Interesting.
I don't need that much because you deal with pain every day, so going without dealing with pain at some point, I'm gonna feel like I'm not living. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
I'll be trying to fuck myself up just so I can feel something different besides healthy every goddamn day. Probably drink myself to death or something. Damn, that shit serious.
That's pretty fun.
I did fuck up with that 15, didn't
What do we got?
I started thinking about that 15. By the time I hit 14, what if I need an extra 3?
Too late. Yeah. It's like I gotta start throwing some parties. Jesus. Yeah.
Well, I don't know right now. It ain't good for black people to be throwing parties.
So I gotta start digging a tunnel under my house at year 12. Yeah, that's the.
I'm trying to tell you, I don't think black people can even throw birthday parties right now. It's just bad. This is bad out here.
We gotta take a break. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to celebrate everything next year.
We gotta cool off. We can't party for a while.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think it's just rich people need to start partying less. You know, you got the. Yeah.
I mean, nah.
Okay.
'cause broke people go to the rich people parties. That's how we have fun. So, because broke people can't throw parties.
Fair
Them
enough.
parties
High
ain't
road.
never gonna end.
Yeah.
A broke person throw a party. I'm trying to tell you, there won't be no liquor, but it will be a whole bunch of dollar shots in there.
Hey, you meet the right rednecks, and broke people can throw some pretty good parties.
Pretty good. Dustin, I think it's your card.
Who is it on?
It's on Dustin.
Nathan.
All right.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, what is it with a 14-year-old has sex? That's the first question. How large does the age gap have to be between the 14-year-old and their partner before the child can no longer meaningfully consent to sex?
Oh, watch your answer. You might get canceled or in jail.
So the question is, is it less than 4? So the question is can a 14-year-old meaningfully consent to sex with an 18-year-old, or
Well, it's just asking how many years before they can't. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I didn't have any experience with this sort of thing. Like, I was not a sexual person like with other people at this age. And so like I kind of always thought like when you're developing, like a couple of years was reasonable. So like liking girls a couple of years older than me in school was fine. But not like, but never for me the other direction, like beyond a couple of years. So like when I was 18, like I hung out with 16-year-olds sometimes, but I wasn't ever hanging out with 14-year-olds.
Right.
So I would say, so like 2 would be the number for me, like because it's asking for like a number.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Dodged that one. No.
That's like people in high school on the same sports team, like
True.
like sophomores and seniors.
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
kind of
yeah.
thing.
Equivalent. Yeah.
Yeah, equivalent age
Yeah.
gap.
Equivalent.
kind of
Equivalent
thing.
life experience, etc. Cameron, we're on your card.
Yeah. Take this one. Boom. Oh, man, this shit sad. Have you ever been loved enough?
Have you been loved enough, Nathan?
So I feel pretty confident in saying no. I think I've had like periods of time, but it's never been sustainable. So I'm divorced. I've been married. Was married for 7 years. And like we had at times a wonderful, loving relationship, at times a horrible, terrible, not loving relationship. And I think like I've been, like I talked earlier about my parents, like they loved me and they loved me all that they could and all that they had and like so much. But I don't think I've ever been loved enough to like feel safe for any sort of like length of time.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there we go. You asked, I answered.
Boy, that's it.
Nathan, you're not done yet.
All right.
Do you believe the set of concepts like duty, should, obligation, and deserving are ultimately more valid or meaningless?
So I will quibble with valid or meaningless. But say so like we'll put it in like helpful and unhelpful.
Okay.
Is how I'll contextualize it. So like I think ultimately there's a point of diminishing returns. So like the sense of like obligation, like
Sure.
I have to take care of myself, I have to take care of my family. In order to do that, like I have to wake up and I have to go to work and I have to do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
But then if it becomes this like sense of obligation that I'm obliged to like bend over backwards to accommodate every whim of my supervisor,
Gotcha.
to degrade myself in doing that, like that makes the distinction meaningless.
Makes sense.
I will say I spend a lot of time in the negative should, like you should do this, which is why I would say like the unhelpful versus helpful, because I think sometimes they're much more unhelpful than they are helpful.
I think it's a useful concept that gets misused.
Yeah, there you go.
Fair
That was
enough.
said much more succinctly.
Well, that's because you threshed it out first. Okay.
All right.
Before we start jerking each other out, I think it's your card.
It is. We'll bring the mood down.
Yeah. Sad cards.
Taylor, what's a difficult or painful experience, or what difficult or painful experience would you recommend to everyone?
Bombing on stage. Okay. I think everyone should try. I think everyone should try stand up. I'll tell people, oh, you should go up if I'm at an open mic, regardless of who they are. And I think that everyone should try. And even if they go up and they have a good time, everyone should keep trying to do stand up comedy at least to the point that you've bombed once. and then theoretically you should keep trying after that. But at least to that point, I think that's a valuable experience. Just living the experience of being in a dark room full of people, the lights on you, everyone's looking at you, and they're not really having it. I think that's a very interesting vat of brain chemicals to have to sit in for 5 minutes, and then an evening, and then however long it takes for you to level back out. But I think it's valuable. I think that everyone should have to do that. It's good for you, maybe.
Most definitely.
Dustin.
Cameron, which of your achievements are you most proud of?
Nice.
Dang. Achievements that I'm most proud of. You want to do real life or stand up? Which one would y'all want to hear?
Whichever one you're most proud of.
Okay. Man, I bought my first car all cash.
Nice.
Hey,
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, it took me getting in the wreck first. And then I had to wait on that check. But I got it.
Hell yeah.
That was my first car ever. I was so proud of myself. And, shit came with it. Bought the car. It had a transmission leak, oil leak, and other shit. But I was moving. I was proud of myself. So that'd be the biggest thing for me. Got me around, man. Changed some stuff. I didn't have to stick in one spot. And, doing that, the Metro free now. So back then, the Metro was $1.50. You know how many $1.50s I saved before gas hit $3?
Yeah.
Man.
That's cool. Hell yeah. Cameron, I think it's your card when you're ready.
Go straight to the middle. Boom. Taylor.
Alrighty.
If you could pass a button that would instantly erase every single false belief that you have, would you do it?
I don't know if I would. I think that I would want to, and I might have to convince one of my friends to press it for me, because I don't know if that's a weird button to press, because you're gonna be better on the other end, objectively, once you're free of that. But that's a really weird like having. However much of your brain just melt in real time. That's a real hard thing to physically make happen yourself. So I might have to have someone press that for me. I don't know.
You got to have a little false belief to keep doing stand-up, right? We
Well,
all need a little of it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can grow some false beliefs back for sure on the other end of that button, And so I also need to have another friend who I'm like, okay, also drag me to these endeavors that I probably need to be delusional to be doing myself. So you need to after this other person presses that button, but yeah.
Oh man, I would push that button so fast.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Just to know.
Would too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get rid of the things that are not true, that are my hang-ups.
Yeah.
Get rid of those, and we can build new systems.
But that's also the terrifying thing. If the button is pressed and then I'm waiting for some of my hang-ups to go away and they're still there, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
That'd be terrifying. Nathan, what do you admire most about the person to your right?
Dustin.
And you can't say eyes.
So I think what I admire most about Dustin, and it's in the context of a performer, his ability to toe the line, with the awareness of people's implicit perceptions of him, and then the perceptions that he's built throughout his set, to toe the line in a way where people don't, they trust him, but there's moments where they're hold on, wait, okay, yeah, all right, and it's this wave of bringing people along to what I think a lot of times are really poignant conclusions. So yeah.
Oh wow, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I will marry you. That's the sweetest thing.
Yes.
Okay, now time for your vows.
Number 2.
Nathan, it's your card.
All right. We'll do personal. Dustin, what relatively common experience have you never had?
Threesome. Relatively common experience I've never had. Cocaine. I've never done cocaine.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been
Any particular
offered.
reason?
Huh?
Any particular
Yeah.
reason?
From whence the aversion?
Well, now fentanyl. Like,
Gotcha.
it just I've too many.
Yep.
Doesn't seem like there's great methods of testing, and the way it disperses throughout the cocaine isn't like. You know, like the way the psilocybin distributes through mushrooms, like it's not reliable. You know, you just gotta. And so I don't know. Outside of that, a lot of drug use in my family, so I was just always kind of scared of drugs in general, like growing up. So I never did like anything until I was 19. Like obviously now I'm alcoholic and pothead, but but I just never. I don't know. I'm already like walk around at like an 8, like energy level wise, and like I like that. People are like, God, Dustin just never runs out of energy. You know, like I don't need like uppers like that. And also, when I like things, I really like them. I have a very addictive personality, and so I've always just, even when I like,
That's a bit expensive.
even once I got past like my moral objections and like family history, I was like, oh, who cares if people do cocaine? You know, I just like, I think that's one I'll stay away from.
Yeah, that's
I'll try your psychedelics. You know, I'll smoke some weed, drink some beer, but I don't know, cocaine's just never been. And I feel like if I made it to 37 without ever desiring it, it's like, why start now when it's like the most terrifying time to do it? You know? So
I feel that.
yeah.
So as soon as we get that fentanyl thing handled, we'll circle back around.
We could open up that door back up.
Look at you cried, Dustin.
Taylor,
Yes.
would you rather have accidentally killed someone or been a non-offending pedophile?
What panel is that?
Yeah.
That's I think I definitely would rather have accidentally killed someone. That's. I'd rather have on purpose killed someone than have, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be easier in jail on you.
What?
I said it'd be easier in jail on you.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. You go to jail for any type of thing with children.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna turn you into a children.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. That's Cameron. I think you cried.
Boom.
Doop, boop.
Back to the middle. Dustin. Are there any thoughts so offensive that you would advocate shaming those who think them?
Kind of basically already had this question, right?
Yeah.
Even if you don't act on them thoughts.
All right, so one more time.
Are there any thoughts so offensive that you would advocate shaming those who think them, even if you don't act on those thoughts?
All right, yeah, I'm not falling for this trap again. Pedophiles.
Yep.
Sticking with that.
Even the non-offending. Okay.
The definitely the people that are like trying to like shift it towards minor attracted people and like make it normalized and have a fucking organization built around that idea. I think that's pretty
that's crazy.
fucking disgusting.
Right.
The word organization is crazy. Right.
They got a fucking acronym and everything. I can't remember what it is, but it's.
It's you said it. It's MAPS, minor.
Oh, that's okay. It's actually okay. Yeah.
Okay. Dustin, you see a friend getting into their third emotionally abusive relationship in a row. Are they a victim?
Are they a victim?
Yeah.
That depends on the person.
Depends. Okay.
Yeah,
Fair
you know,
enough.
like I don't know. Some people are just like overly trusting and don't recognize red flags,
Gotcha.
and it's like, how long can I keep feeling sorry for you if, like, at some point it's you,
Yeah.
you know? But some people just get unlucky a couple times, you know? So, yeah, it really depends on the person and the situation.
Okay.
Or I thought that question was going to be headed as, do you intervene?
Well, okay. Would you interview third time in a row? Let's yeah.
In my
You doing anything?
experience,
Just letting it.
trying to wisen up your friend about what's happening in their relationship always leads to the degradation of your relationship and them. Typically, you kind of just got to let people figure it out. You know, you can try to steer or like show a little like, hey, but I mean, if you get too involved, you're more likely to just ruin that friendship, and then you're not there when that actually does go wrong. Like, you're not going to be the person they call, and you risk losing that person forever.
Valid. Your card. Nathan, I think it's, yeah. And that's going to be the last card. We're at 9/11. Oh, yeah.
Is that when you usually quit?
That's when we usually end the show, yeah.
Okay.
All right, Cameron, do you feel a greater sense of satisfaction when you gain approval from people who are very similar to you or very different from you?
I say different. All the way different.
Why?
People that's the same as me is just like, you kind of know with it. You know what I'm saying? You kind of know how that's going.
That's a comic and you're talking right now. Yeah.
It's kind of like that. So it's like, then you got the different is like, man, but you never know how they going to feel about anything. You don't, especially if ain't no conversation prior to anything, so you can say the wrong thing, move the wrong way. Just a facial expression would turn the next person up. So if you can get approved from people you don't know and they can get behind you, yeah, fuck the people that already know you. That ain't nothing. They know what's coming. It's the, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Well, we've breached 9/11, which is a pretty universally recognized sign that things got to end, okay? And so, for those of you who haven't been on the podcast before, when we outro the show, I play ukulele for a couple minutes, and we're just going to go in a quick circle around the room. You're going to address the audience. You can tell them anything that's on your mind, anything you want them to think about through the week, plug your Instagram, etc. We're going to start with Nathan, and we'll make our way around starting now.
Yeah, this is a fun time. I hope you all had fun as well. Things to plug about me at the Bird Comedy Theater quite often. October 19th, this particular month, I'm in 2 shows doing some musical improv and then some additional improv at a different show. Come check me out. I like to have fun, like for you to have fun. Thanks for having me on.
When does this come out?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow? What time?
Somewhere around noon-ish.
All right, well, if anybody watches when this comes out, I'll be running a Chiefs watch party tomorrow at Post Coffee, and I'm bringing in one of my TVs. We're going to have the Royals game on as well, so a little double watch party. Booze, prizes, all sorts of fun stuff. I'll be commentating on the game. I'm pretty good at it. Pretty funny. It's an enjoyable experience. Yeah, it's about it. I don't really have anything to plug right now. Everything I've got going on is in next month. So, yeah, that's all for me.
Okay.
Follow me on social media.
Oh, yeah.
I don't got nothing too much to plug. If anything, my thing would be that the most recent thing I got is I'm headlining in Houston in December 5th. Got some shows in Austin that same weekend and stuff like that. So we just moving up, still on the road. You threw me. I really don't got nothing to plug, but you threw me. Dude, you are talented. Like, that's really one of my favorite instruments. I just like the sound of it. I'm a real big Steven Universe fan. You ever heard that?
Oh, yeah.
So if you like Steven Universe, you know I'm trying to tell you, go crazy. I love it.
They take that melody line from David Bowie, and it just works. It just works. Spay and neuter your friends, everybody. Have a good time.
I think I've got some Greg Universe going on.
Yeah, you see it. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Over the week, think about threesomes with 30-year-old women. Okay. I missed. Okay, whatever. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. We're gonna get it. Anyone have anything to say for this?
If you aim at the camera.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good shot. Just off the first 2, I would never invite you to a shootout.
I know, right? I
can't give away
not drunk enough for this. Yeah. This is gonna be the first time I run out of bullets before it happens. It's just not gonna happen. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate working with all of you. This is fun. There it is. Okay, whatever. There we go.
Like that.
It's fun, boys.
Yeah. Appreciate you all coming out. That was fun. It'll be out tomorrow.
Cool.
Appreciate you.